SQL interview question and answer. Question number 5. What are the different types of subqueries in SQL? In previous question number 4, I have already explained about subquery in SQL. In this video, the question is asking what are the different types of subqueries which are used in SQL. Three different types of subqueries are as follows. Number 1, single row subquery. Number 2, multiple rows subquery. And number 3, correlated subquery. Let me expand one by one with code. First one, single row subquery. If a subquery results only one row, then it is called single row subquery. That means subquery part results only one row, then this type of a subquery is called single row subquery. In this example, we select all fields from employees table where department ID is certain value here. This value can be obtained by using subquery, that is select department ID from departments where department name is shipping. That means from this table departments, by using department name, we calculate or we identify department ID per department name shipping. This ID is used here. But in this subquery, it results only one value, one row. That's why it is called single row subquery. Subquery results single row. It results here department ID 50 and final result is total records 45 records. That means total 45 records are related to department ID 50. Number 2, multiple row subquery. If a subquery results 2 or more than 2 rows, then it is called multiple rows subquery. That means subquery results 2 or more than 2 records. In this example, we add here another department name, IT as well. That means we are going to select two departments. One is shipping, another one is IT. In such a condition, we use in operator. In place of equal sign, we use in. Similarly here, select department ID from departments where department name in, that means both or whatever we provide here in this parenthesis, it will capture shipping and IT. In this subquery, it results multiple rows. That means that it has result 2 rows where department IDs are 50 and 60. 50 corresponds to shipping, 60 corresponds to IT. And final result total record contains here 50 rows. That means subquery results more than one rows. In this example, it results 2 rows. One is shipping department ID 50, another one is IT department ID 60. Third one is correlated subquery. Correlated subquery. Correlated subquery are used to select data from a table reference in the outer query. Correlated subquery references a column in the outer query and executes the subquery once for each row in the outer query. That means in case of correlated subquery runs repeatedly for all rows of outer query. Here is the example. Example is display all employees having salaries greater than average salary of their department. That means we are going to select or create a report which displays all the employees having salaries greater than average salary for their own department. To get the result, we use here select star from employees table, suppose alias name E1, where salary greater than, now we use subquery here, but this subquery is correlated subquery because we use here select average salary from employee table, suppose alias name is E2, where now we use here reference to outer query E1 dot department ID, which is equal to E2 dot department ID, and group by E2 dot department ID. In this subquery, this where condition has used where it has reference to outer query E1. That's why this query is called correlated subquery. In this query, this subquery runs every time for each row of outer query. In general, subquery runs one time, but in this correlated subquery, it runs every time for each row of outer query. Employee table, it has 12 departments. From this subquery, it displays total 12 rows which has 12 average salaries department wise. Each salary from the employee table compare average salary for each department, and if salary is greater than respective department's average salary, then it will display. From this code, it will result total 38 rows or records. That means 38 records have salary greater than average salary for their individual department. If we run these three set of code with Oracle developer window, then we will get the exactly same result. Let me go through the Oracle developer window and run these three set of code and observe the result. This is Oracle developer window. It has three set of code. First one single row subquery, second one multiple rows subquery, and third one correlated subquery. In case of single row subquery, we are going to select all records from employees table where department ID corresponds to department name shipping. But in case of employee table, we don't have column department name. That's why we have to use department table and we use subquery here. In this subquery, it results only one record. That record is used to get the value from this employees table. Let me run this first code and observe the result. Department ID, it has 50. All department ID name is 50. And total record, it has 45 records. That means in this case, subquery results only one single value 50, which corresponds to one record. Second one is multiple rows subquery. In this multiple row subquery, we have used exactly same query, but instead of only using shipping, we use shipping and IT department. And we have changed here, in place of equal sign, we use in operator. Again, further here where condition, we use in operator. That's why it will include whatever we provide department, it will capture all value. In this example, when we run, it will display two department ID. One is 50, another one is 60. Let me run this code and observe the result. It has total 50 records, and department ID corresponds to 50 and 60. 50 corresponds to shipping, 60 corresponds to IT department. That's why subquery results two rows. If the subquery displays two or more than two rows, then it is called multiple rows subquery. Third one is correlated subquery. In this example, we are going to calculate or display all the employees whose salary is greater than average salary for their individual department. That's why we use here select star from employee table. Suppose alias name is E1. Where salary greater than, now we use here subquery. Select average salary from employee alias name 2 E2 where E1.department ID equal E2.department ID. In this subquery, column has reference to outer query E1. That's why it is E1.department_id. And we are using group by E2.department_id. When we run this third set of code, then it will result only 38 records. That means those 38 records have salary greater than average salary for their individual department. In this way, we can explain three different types of subqueries: single row subquery, multiple row subquery, and correlated subquery. That's all about question number 5. Thank you.